Hello everyone, this is JohnnyKiller45 bringing you a new top 5 list. With the recent reveal of Mortal Kombat 1, I've put together a list of the 5 characters I want to see return as playable the most in this new installment. But before I get to it, comment below what your 5 most wanted are. To start things off, we have Sector at number 5. I'll say I do actually want both Cyrax and Sector to return in the new game, but if I'm to pick just one, it has to be Sector, since he is my favorite of the cyborgs. Sector has always been a character I've played as a lot, but I've only recently realized how much I enjoy him. I think the simplicity and effectiveness of his moves, like his missiles and his teleport punch, is what makes him for me. For number 4, we have Serena. Out of every 3D era character out there who still hasn't had another chance to be in the playable roster, I think Serena is the one who deserves it the most. I really like her character design, and I believe the overall concept behind her character has a lot of potential for a cool moveset. If you're unaware, her story is that she's a demon from the Netherrealm who was given a human form by Quan Chi, but eventually escapes his control. Her first appearance in the series was a boss fight in MK Mythologies, where she was accompanied by 2 other characters with a similar background in Kia and Jataka. Her only major playable appearance was in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, where she was notorious for being one of the strongest characters in that game, with moves like her throwing daggers and quick dash attacks. If she were to appear in a new game, they could go down a number of paths with her gameplay, like exploring her demonic side a bit more and show what she actually looks like but not in human form, or perhaps include Kia and Jataka to assist her in the fight. Or maybe even something more in line with the Armageddon version, focusing more on her weapons. At number 3, it's Fujin. Fujin is the only character on this list who was playable in MK11. I absolutely do believe that Fujin deserves to not only come back for MK1, but also become a series mainstay from now on. He is just too cool of a character in practically every aspect to not be utilized more. Gameplay-wise, NRS did a fantastic job with him in MK11, as he is one of the most unique and fun characters in the game. Story-wise, I'd say there's still a great amount of potential for what could be done with him. I think the whole dynamic between Raiden, or I suppose that'd be Fire God Liu Kang now, and him, with how each of them handle the upcoming threats to Earthrealm, is something that's very interesting and hasn't been explored enough in the games. For number 2, I've got to say Takeda. Takeda is a character who I was very surprised to see absent from MK11, considering how popular he was in his MKX introduction. Though, in hindsight, I actually believe that was the correct decision, because it allowed for some less popular characters to have another chance of being improved, while Takeda himself was already a pretty good character in MKX, and could come back to be even better in 1. Beyond that, he's just a really nice character, with neat gameplay, good design, decent story potential. I think Takeda is pretty much the perfect candidate for a returning character in MK1. And at number 1 we have Tremor. Tremor is the one I want to see come back the most, because he's a character who has grown on me in pretty much every way since his initial reveal, and who still has potential to be so much more. His gameplay is one of the most fun in all of NetherRealm era games. His character design is great, and I really think that for as cool as he was in MKX, he can be made even better. His powers being the way they are, how he can control all kinds of minerals like stone, crystals, metal, and lava, and how he's also able to control shockwaves, open up countless possibilities for new moves and unique gimmicks. And that wraps it up for me in this list. Did you guess what characters were on my list? And which characters are on your own? Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.